Hi, I'm Bill Donohue, President of the Catholic League. This is Mike McDonald, Director of Communications. Usually Mike is asking me some questions about something I've written. Now we're turning the tables on Mike. You got a great piece coming out today about what's going to happen on Friday the 26th. Egypt and Iran, World Cup out in Seattle. They're going to match it. They're going to come right at each other. It's going to be an interesting game. But there's some kind of controversy about it, Mike. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. I really appreciate your kind words about it. So the World Cup is being hosted in the United States, Canada, Mexico. Great. Each local city, though, is sort of responsible for putting on the events that are happening with the matches scheduled for those days. And so, as you mentioned, Friday, is a match between Iran and Egypt in Seattle, which coincides with Seattle's big Gay Pride weekend, which is this upcoming weekend. And local organizers are billing this as the World Cup Pride match. FIFA has rules on what you can and can't do in the stadium, and so the organizers are playing very cute and fast with those rules. They're going right up to the line that's essentially FIFA says on this side of the line is just FIFA stuff, and on the other side of the line you can do whatever you want. And they're going right up to that line and saying, okay, well, we're going to have our big...
So they're going to be outside.
They're going to be outside the stadium, but getting as close as they possibly can, according to the local organizers and the other pride organizations that are having their festivities, shall we call them, in Seattle. And both countries, Iran and Egypt, have specifically said, we don't want anything to do with this. We just are here to play soccer. We don't like this stuff. This stuff is offensive. Both have essentially said this is offensive. An appeal to FIFA. FIFA's done what they can with the rules. But the really sort of frustrating thing here, Bill, is we're constantly told that we need to be accepting of diversity and different points of views and open and welcoming. And in this instance, both Iran and Egypt have specifically said, well, we don't feel welcome. The mayor of Seattle, when they announced that
they have a different culture, different religious background.
Culture. And it is a form of imperialism. It is LGBT imperialism, telling these predominantly Muslim countries, hey, you need to embrace our party this weekend. You need to become part of this because you're having a silly little soccer game here. You have to now be part of it. I find that completely indefensible, telling other people that, hey, you need to get on board with this. This is supposed to be, the biggest sporting event in the world. People are here to watch soccer, and now it's being co-opted into this political operation to promote a particular agenda that both countries have said repeatedly, we want nothing to do with this. But the organizers are like, well, everyone feels welcome by this. Clearly it doesn't.
Well, FIFA, I'll give them credit for one thing. They're saying, they want us to be politically and religiously neutral. Just in other words, just play the game. I guess they can't control what goes on in Seattle. And, the mayor of Seattle, she's really something. She's something for the book. She's way out there in left field. Another one of these socialists. And so I wonder if she would be so tolerant with Bill Donohue's suggestion. Why don't we, instead of having a pride night, we have a great night? And what it's about is straight is great. All right? Straight is great. Now, quite frankly, I'd like to test their waters on that. Personally, I'm just telling the truth. I don't want straight is great, and I don't want pride night. I just want the people to play ball. That's it, okay? And that's just true of all sports. The NFL, the NBA, the MLB, it makes no difference. Just play ball. People have to put their political teeth into these things, just the way Hollywood does. They can't get an award without giving a speech, usually at the expense of the United States. They like to slam this country. And, it's just gone too far. There's a place for everything, and it's certainly not, Pride Night has nothing to do with anything that Egypt and Iran find welcoming. And so, like you said, Mike, correctly, if you believe in diversity, what about the diversity of these countries? These Arab countries have a different culture, a different understanding of sexuality. And what Pride Night is about is celebrations of promiscuity and sexuality, which even a lot of Americans have a serious problem with. So I'm glad that you brought this to the people's attention.
Yeah, thanks, Bill. I appreciate it.
Thank you.